Assume you are a penetration tester who is tasked with detecting vulnerabilities in a system. The first thing you will do is gather information. Let's begin with the definition of the word reconnaissance. What is reconnaissance? Reconnaissance is the practice of discovering and collecting information about a system. Main steps to perform reconnaissance. During the reconnaissance phase, you will do the following tasks as a penetration tester. Firstly, look for the target organization's name, computer and network system names, and IP addresses using special tools to gain information. You should collect as much information on your target as possible. Secondly, do extensive scans and tests to discover any security holes in your target. Thirdly, to get entrance to the system, utilize weaknesses and gain access to the system. For years, cybersecurity professionals have used reconnaissance and footprinting to identify weaknesses in digital infrastructures. So what is footprinting? Footprinting in ethical hacking refers to gathering or collecting as much data as possible about a target. The goal is to discover weak points for penetration into the system and protect it from various sorts of hacking attempts. Profiling organizations and gathering information about hosts and networks are all part of the footprinting process. Firewalls, IP addresses, URLs, operating systems, email addresses, domain name system information, and other data are included. Let's look at footprinting's variations. There are two kinds of footprinting: active footprinting and passive footprinting. Active footprinting. Hackers utilize certain tactics and equipments to connect with the target machine during active session of footprinting. Passive footprinting. Passive footprinting entails gathering publicly accessible facts and data about the target. For example, acquiring information via the website, and so on. Footprinting applications and functions. The functions and uses of footprinting in ethical hacking are: firstly, learning about the security framework. It provides hackers with information about the target's security methods and position. Secondly, detecting vulnerabilities. Footprinting aids in the detection of weaknesses and flaws in systems, computers, networks, and so on. An ethical hacker can obtain confidential data or hack the system in order to identify weaknesses and attack types. Thirdly, determining the attack zone. Hackers can identify and focus on certain specific areas in a system or network. And last but not least, building a network map. Footprinting also aids in the creation of a map of all the networks that the target uses. It may contain routers, servers, topologies, and so forth. Footprinting methods can collect diverse types of data, such as IP address, firewall, email ID, password, URLs, VPN, configurations of servers, the target device's operating system, target device security setups, and so on. Footprinting risks. Footprinting serves as the initial step in hacking for attackers. This allows hackers to obtain vital data about the target, which will aid them in the hacking operation. There are several threats that make possible this process. First one is social engineering. Hackers use social engineering to convince people to provide confidential material. Social engineering methods are often used on target organization workers, who ultimately provide data unaware of the hacker's purpose. Second ones are system and network attacks. Hackers acquire information in order to carry out system and network attacks. They permeate the target organization's networks and may take control of the entire system. Third one is information leakage. Information leakage might be a serious threat to a company, since it will provide attackers who are constantly searching for confidential material an advantage. The next one is privacy loss. Hackers may enter networks using the information obtained from footprinting, increasing privilege to administrators or altering passwords to lock administrators out of the system. And the last one is business loss. Internet businesses and other e-commerce sites are seriously at risk from hackers. Also impacted are the electronic banking and finance areas, resulting in a financial loss of billions of dollars. Footprinting prevention techniques. Few footprinting defenses. Correctly configuring the services, implementing security regulations, educating staff about potential security risks, social media access restrictions, and encrypting confidential data.